Good day. Welcome to another edition of the William Joel R. And as they say in Egyptian, Hotep Anubis et al Heka Rosicrucis, which means to say, good day to all Rosicrucians and non-Rosicrucians alike. Today we'll be touring the Rosicrucian Egyptian Museum here in San Jose along Nagli, and we'll tour the museum. And as we go along, we'll try to uncover what ravels the mysterious museum. Okay, the museum right behind me, as we go along the tour, is actually founded by Dr. Harvey Lee Spencer in 1929. He's a collector of various mystical objects and artifacts, from Egypt, and specifically from the province of Tel El Amarnin, which is the provincial city of the Pharaoh. I think not. It was founded together with the ancient order of the mystical Rosicrucian, and it houses about 2,000 artifacts and exhibits. This museum also is visited by around 30,000 people every year, and it sits on a 5-acre city block along Nagli Avenue, along the Rose Garden neighborhood of San Jose. Okay, as we pan the whole background, you will see statues of Sphinx and pharaohs, and the towerette, actually this Hippopotame-like structure, which actually represents and signifies childbirth and women. It's a fertility symbol in Egypt. It's very common in most of Egyptian museums, and you can see the image of the ram, signifying strength and inner wisdom. Okay, directly behind me, if we traverse this, by the entrance, you will see the museum's Karnak style, those blue symbols, blue signs here. It's called Karnak style. It's very common in Egyptian museums. It signifies like calmness and peacefulness. Okay, when the founder, Dr. Harvey Lee Spencer, died, his son, Ralph Maxwell Lewis, became the instant curator of this museum. Now, this museum features like 4 different galleries, and we will try to feature each and every one, as we get inside the museum. The different galleries is composed of the first gallery, which is the daily life and trade, which features pottery, paintings, some of the usual stuff they use, in their daily lives. Kingship and religion, like royal objects, like the statues of Isis, the scarabs, and Nefertiti, the goddess of fertility. The third one is the afterlife, like the mummies, the boat, that they use, in traveling, in their spiritual journey, in their quest for spiritual journey. But not the least of all 4 galleries is the shrines. The shrines is comprised of the replicas of the entire museum itself, the small towns, and and some statues of like the previous or the past pharaohs. Okay, the cream-colored obelisk, you know, surrounded by the Sphinx, as we can see, has like those hieroglyphic symbols from the bottom up. And if you can see clearly, actually right here at the very bottom is the Rosicrucian symbol. That cross with a rounded object on top. Now, what's that supposed to mean? Rosicrucis means rose and cross. Cross is the signifying man's body, and the rose signifies the human soul. So when you combine the two, it signifies something like a, you know, it's like a sum of like the whole part, you know, which means it's the dual nature of human body in its quest for spiritual evolution. You can very well see samples of Egyptian architecture, you know, with this monolith building and the fine details that goes with it, with the hieroglyphics like the scarabs and the pharaohs and the Anubis and, you know, the owls. And then right behind me another sample of the Egyptian architecture, you know, with a winding waterfalls and a walkway, and the Rosicrucian Order building, which the structure dates back from 2000 to 1100 BC. The nature and sensitivity of the artifacts inside the museum, videography is not allowed, and we'll try to provide you with clips and photos of the exhibits inside. And what is the underlying principle, the main principle of the Rosicrucian Order? It is know thyself. You know, find answers within, and find answers with the inner wisdom, strength, and balance in all you do. Now, finally, to answer the question, what is the Rosicrucian Order of the ancient mystical rose, and what is its relation to this museum? You know, the Rosicrucian Order is actually a secret society or non-diplom society of the Order of the Ancient Rose, of the Rosicrucis, and these people actually perpetuates knowledge throughout the centuries with a specialization of Bible liturgy, Vedistisha, Western spirituality, and other esoteric subjects.